basketball coach Chuck Benson. Chuck, a frustrating one today. Fall 108-69 to the Lincoln Memorial Rail Splitters. How do you sum this one up?
Uh, they are that good, man. They're that good. I don't think we are as bad as we looked, but I think they are as good as they looked. And it's unfortunate because, I wish there was some kind of neat little way that I could say that, well, if we'd have done this or if we'd have done that or this. But there are just too many factors that play into this thing. It starts with the, it starts. Look, I don't know if we have. I don't know if we have anybody. I don't know if we have anybody that could start there. To be honest, it's arguable if Charles could, because he can't defend like any of them can defend. And if you can't defend, you can't play there. So it's arguable if we have anybody that could actually play minutes there, legitimate minutes. So this ain't a go back to the drawing board kind of thing. It ain't that. This is a don't jump off the bridge. There's a lot more basketball to play. We'll try to lock in and get ready for our next one, and try not to have a hangover from this kind of experience. I'm certainly not going to, and we ready for Newberry to come Saturday.
You kind of alluded to it. It really does just boil down to their shot making, and again, they're one of the elite defensive teams in the country.
Well, yeah, styles make the fight, man, and we're going to play a certain way. They forced us to even get out of what we typically do. People forget they're making 13, almost 14 threes a game against teams that play man all the time. Mm-hmm. So, and we played quite a bit of man too, especially late in the first, into the second. So it doesn't matter really how you play them. They have got so much talent, and they defend so well that it's an incredibly daunting task. And we're not the outlier in terms of their opponents. We're not the outlier. This is something
they've done this before.
They've done this to a lot of people in this league. Dare I say, everybody in this league. So, we had to line up and take our medicine, like everybody else, I guess. But we're going to try to learn from it and try to be better because of it. And I hate it. Kev, you know how I am. I hate this for a lot of folks. But it's part of the experiences that you have as a college athlete and as a college basketball coach, and you can choose how you're going to respond to it. We're going to choose to respond. We're going to choose to try to learn from it and move forward.
What is the lesson to take away from this?
Well, I think regardless of what the scoreboard says, we've got to be able to control our controllables at a more consistent level. We can't just go out there and think that we can't get into an emotional, reactionary kind of tit for tat with anybody. Mm-hmm. We've got to stay focused on the things that we actually have control over. We have no control over legitimately them jumping up and making a three. Short of us limiting the attempt, once they get up and get it off, it can potentially go in. We can't control that. What we can control is our execution of defensive scheme and strategy. We can control offensive scheme and strategy. Those are things that we control, and we did not do that on any level in my mind. And our guys know that. It's just unfortunate. It's really unfortunate because I didn't see that coming. I've seen a team this year. Our team for 17 games has shown a lot of great things, and I feel like we were really progressing. And tonight we really didn't. And it's just it's very, very disappointing. More than I can say.
Did it happen from the jump, or did it happen as the first half wore on?
I think it started off sort of just a consistent, gradual sort of. I thought probably the first two possessions we were crisp in what we were trying to do offensively, and then for whatever reasons it just sort of faded off. The level of consistency lessened, but then again as the game went on, man, they just kept on sort of pounding us and stretching that lead. And you've got to give credit to them. They are an elite team. Josh and his group of supporters have built an elite program, and that's just not where most anybody else is. So, it is what that is what it is.
Turn around, kind of a funky little situation because of the wintry weather. This was the only game in town tonight. Newberry, who you will face on Saturday, plays tomorrow. So you have an extra day on them. How do you use that to your advantage against the Wolves, a team that you've lost to this year, when they come in here on Saturday?
Well, we got to live the moment, and we've got to dominate the moment. And that domination would include us locking in and make sure our guys see this video. And then tomorrow will be a reflection kind of day back on this game, and then a focusing forward on Newberry. They're in an unusual style, and we've had our fair share of success against them, but our lineup's a little bit different. We've got more traditional bigs than what we had in the past, so it makes it a little bit more complex. But I think we know what we have to do that game, and Saturday will be a big day. We've got the 91 championship team will be in here, and we'll be recognizing them, and so we're really excited to have them back on campus. I hope that we can perform at a level to honor their presence, and we can sort of get this foul taste out of our mouths.
Chuck, pleasure as always. Thanks for the time.
Great. Thanks, Captain.
That's Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach